Hello race fans! It's Wednesday night and that means it's race night here in Canada. We are coming out for the Montreal Grand Prix round number 7, I believe, of the PRL Season 5 series. We watch Aiden as he's the first man out today. And he's ready for action. Actually, he's not the first man out, but he's the first man we're watching for some reason, and I'm too scared to fiddle with the things. So yeah, race day here in Canada. We're ready to go. Last race, we've got an update. The positions for P1 were changed, so that means Phil won the race. Oh, Aiden running on the grass and running very deep as a result. So Phil wins the race from Milik. Just due to the overtake that Milik did. Positions were swapped, points were swapped, and Phil wins another race. And he's charged back up the field to close the gap. I believe it's 21 points now. Is the gap still a big one? But I'm sure we will that one down fairly quickly. As we now watch Aiden on his first lap. Is he gonna? Oh, that man that is impressive. I mean, I've seen many amount of mad stuff in my life, and that is one of them. Aiden now going through to the end of the first section. Oh, he touches the wall there. Took that as fast as he could. I don't know if he broke any wing. He's going for it now, isn't he? Ooh, getting the swish and the swash on. And now going towards the hairpin. He's going to brake heavily again, just touching the grass. He makes it work this time, though. Now coming out on the power towards the back straight. Will open the DRS now. Oh, actually, no. Wrong line. My apologies. And goes towards the chicane. Absolutely topples that first one. Getting close to the wall of champions as well. And now to across the line to do a 112.9. Moves into P2. We shall GTX Rage actually in P1 at the moment. Watch Kip as he's coming down now to the final few corners. He runs a little bit wide through there actually. It's alright. Not taking as much curb as Aiden either. As he heads towards the line, he goes a 114.2. Puts in P8. S-Cube in the walls in P7. As we go up the grid a bit more to try to find driver Vioxic coming across the starter lap. We're right on board with him for this one, I think. Taking a lot of curb there through the first corner. And he gets out there. I thought he was going to lose the back end actually. Now towards this first chicane of many. It's the apex. Takes quite a bit of curb actually there. Runs out quite wide. Cut back in. Gonna brake down there. Second gear is he going to nudge it into? No, he sticks it in third actually. S-Cube retires from the session. That's not a great one for him. As he's absolutely flying now towards the next chicane at the start of Sector 3. Actually, I think it ends on Sector 3, doesn't it? Oh, he's gone very wide there. Whoa. That looked like a bit of lag. That was a bit strange. I thought he was for sure into a barrier there. So now he breaks down into the hairpin. Quick jump down to first, actually, I saw there. Now he's going to floor it out. And see what he can do. Towards the chicane. He's trying to get a bit of slipstream from the Renault, it looks like. Not quite close enough as of yet. He brakes hard. He absolutely bunny ups that chicane and he got away with it. Now coming down now. It's going to be a 1.78 puts in P1. Yarmolenko coming across the line now. It's not going to be quite as amazing lap. It's a 114.7. Enigma a 113.2. Phil on the ultras actually there. So have a quick look after our first runs, our grid. Vioxic from Milik, from DNTX Rage, from Skillets, from Phil who's on the Super Softs, from Wombo, from Aiden, from Ian, from Enigma, from Jetcopper, from Z-Takes, from Yarmolenko, from Vegan, from Kip, from Sparking, from S-Cube, from Crystal Ketchup, from Samsterham, from Sala, from Karnik, from Harvey, from myself, Salah, Karnik, and Harvey. Yet to set a lap time. See if we can find them. Who's that? P21, Harvey. He's coming around to set his first lap. See how he goes. Zetrek as well, his lap looks like it was a fairly poor one. He shouldn't really be down there in 18th place. Have to see what Harvey does. Been struggling as of late, but hopes to improve here. Does a 21.9 through the first sector. Respectable. Looks like he was feathering the throttle there. Probably could have went a bit faster, took a bit more curb on the exit, or just took at least some. See how close is he going to go to the barrier? Not that close. Gets the car in. Fairly nicely, it must be said, actually. It looks fairly clean, but again, probably could have carried a bit more speed. And through here, is he going to go for a late apex or is he going to go for an early one? It looks like he goes for a sort of early one. And gets the squiggle on, but he's okay for now. Now puts on the DRS towards the final chicane. Here on the Montreal Island. Ile de Montreal, probably, I don't know. He did French for a while. He comes now across the line to do a 14.9 to go 19th. Let's go up further towards the grid and let's see. Oh, who's that out? DNTX Rage coming out now. Phil coming in after his run on the soft tyres. Enigma coming through the final chicane. He doesn't dive into the pits. He gets a bit of a lock-up. Looked fast through there, it must be said. He's going to come across the down to do a 1:11.12.8. It looked a bit faster than that. He goes P6 for that lap. Karnik now coming out as well from P21. And so he's Vioxic from P1. Enigma on his in lap. Ian, it looks like... Oh, he takes a massive amount of curb there on that first one. See where he's going to come across the line. Looks like he's going to go for a setup lap here. Let's watch it. So we'll see. Is there another driver? Scintillic in the pits. Ian in the Haas. Going through the first few corners. Nailing it quite well, it looks like, to be fair. Coming in, braking. Taking quite a bit to try and open up the second apex. And now going towards the chicane. Just getting the quick right left. I don't even know the corner numbers, but he takes a lot of apex there. Maybe runs him out a little bit wide, but on this game you can take it quite heavily. And the circuit Gilles Verneuf. Is he going to go for the late apex? It looks like he does that. Bit difficult to tell actually from that wide camera angle. And he gets a lot of wiggle on there. That was wiggly. Now towards the chicane, he's going to nail that first one, is it? Yep, he does. That seems to be the way the drivers are taking it today. Don't want to get much of that second curb, otherwise you're in the wall of champions, and that is not where you want to be. He comes around across the line to do a 1:12.1, puts him P3 provisionally. DNTX Rage coming round into the final sector, the final sector of his lap. He comes onto the back straight, a little kink in the road as he heads towards the final chicane. See where he's going to go. He's going to brake now. And go into the pits. What a bloody letdown. What a letdown. Oh dear, it's horrendous. Vioxic, our pole sitter at the moment. He's on for a good lap. Scintillic in P6. He's out currently in the middle sector. Under the bridge, the quick right. And then the flat out left if you can. It's going to be close to the wall. Bloody hell, that was close. The camera angle didn't show as much there, did it? Let's face it. As he now goes towards the airpin. He's going to take a wide line. Seems to be the best way to do it in these cars, it must be said. He does it fairly well. On the power. Going to try to get a bit of slipstream off that Force India car up ahead. It's quite a bit actually. Maybe he's not getting as much the slipstream as he likes. Let's see. Braking hard. Now, on the apex. Doesn't take as much curb on that early on as we've seen previous drivers do. And he hasn't straight lined it. He does a 1:12.8 and stays in P6 for now. Phil on ultra soft tyres. This is going to be a big one, this. Where's he coming around now? He's coming into the hairpin. Oh, big lock up there. Just the car turned in nicely, though. Manages to slide as well. This looks like it could be a good one. Opening DRS now. Towards the chicane. P5 currently with that lap on super soft tyres. Let's see what he does now. Nailing that first one. Takes a lot more curve than Scintillix did. And now going towards the line. He's going to straight line it. Let's see what he's going to do. It's going to be a 1:11.8. It's only good enough for P2. Vioxic's lap still stands as the best time at the moment. P1 for Vioxic. Sal's now just coming around to finish his first lap. It's a 1:13.9, P17. So quickly run through, you can see yourself where people are at the moment. Actually, it doesn't always go through Enigma. Let's see how he's doing round. He comes across the line to start a flying lap, it looks like. Actually, he goes P8. I have no idea if he's improved there. Alan P is has put me off by saying we're 6 months into 2017 and the title is still 2016. Yes, indeed. The game comes out in August. And that will be an interesting one. I know a couple of people want to get it. I'm not too bothered, actually. Karnak, we didn't see it, but he goes P6. Enigma, he seems to always be on lap. Sparking's in for a redo lap. It looks like Ian on an out lap. Milik on an out lap. Phil coming into the pits. And Harvey rounding out at the moment. This is a good shot, actually. This nose shot, I do like it. Hello, Alan P. It's nice to see you, my friend. I believe I can pronounce Alan right, so you're lucky you've got an easy name. Let's put it that way. No, that's a really slow outlap there for Milik. That's going to put him off. Let's see Ian as he comes towards the start-finish straight. We're going to see how he does on this lap. His laps try and move himself up the order. He's got Milik, Phil, and Vioxic to beat, I believe. Let's just make sure it's still that. Oh, I've hit the wrong buttons. Wrong buttons. Oh, why are we down at the bottom? Oh, no. It's going horribly wrong. Yes. It's the answer. Yes. Yes is the answer we're looking for. Vioxic's doing a very good job here, it must be said. Oh, he takes that corner nicely. It looks very nice indeed there, actually, from this camera angle. Small lock up there into the hairpin. Now down the straight he goes. S-Cube has left the session. Let's hope he can rejoin before the race starts, and that's his car there. That's not going to help Ian. As he comes down now to brake. Nails that first one. Takes maybe a bit too... Goes a bit touring car there. Gets a wheel up on the curb. He does a 1:12.5. It's not good enough to improve. Who else was on a flying lap? It's the NTX Rage at the moment. And... Oh, actually... Oh, I don't know. Who's further along? Well, the NTX Rage goes in. Let's... Milik. Final few corners. Apex. Over the wall of champions. And now towards the finish line. It looks like it's going to be a good one. 1:11.8. It's not a good enough to improve. That's a good lap there by Vioxic. Only 300. It's so close between the top three. Wow, that is going to be a lineup for a good race indeed. Milik, a bit angry with himself. It looks like that. Quick run through the grid as well. I can see you can see Enigma. We'll watch him on his probably final flying lap. Braking hard. He doesn't take as much curve as the other drivers, as we've noticed before, but he's going to go now towards the start for this line. It's a 1:12.5, not the best lap from him, it must be said. Karnak on an out lap currently. Skillets Skintillic, I apologise. He's on an out lap as well. He hasn't been mean to me this morning, so this afternoon, so we shall call him Skintillic. Unless, of course, I get excited and call him Skillet, which is very feasible. Feasible? Ah, fuck it. Words. Who gives a shit? Viable is the one I was looking for. So look there, he's going through now, looking towards change from pad to oil, having some problems with the traction, says Mr. Jep. Yeah, it's a bit of a different one. I find where the pedal's just a lot easier, is got trigger finger happiness on my on the pad. Just getting the use down to it, and Montreal's not a great track for that either. A lot of slow corners and funny ones that just want to absolutely murder you. But it's always good to try on the no traction. I think it's a bit more risky. Feasible, viable. I think what happened there, Mr. Matthew Kerr, is I tried to say both of them, and neither of them came out. So yes, you'll get used to this if you watch my streams a bit. I don't pronounce words as DNTX Rage hits the wall. Fill down to P3 actually. That sounds like Millock's done a fast lap. He has. It's 2/10 quicker than his rivals. That is a good one there. This is an interesting shot from the rear end of Phil. It looks very narrow, I'll be honest. And he's gone into ghost mode, so that looks like this lap's an abandoned one, actually. Maybe not. Is it? Is it not? Well, it is now. He's got a lot of curb there on the exit. And that's going to be his last one as well. What the Nora is that? That is interesting. Yeah. Phil maybe showing a little bit of... Oh, Harvey. We're just catching everybody retiring and crashing. This is very interesting indeed. So we see a checkered flag out. Enigma still out. Track, we're trying to go see our fastest driver. DNTX Rage. Just a minute. I think I got a 113 when I trained on medium. Yeah, 113 is not bad, to be fair. It's a decent lap round, yeah. Especially if you're new to traction control, it's just getting used to it, to be fair. And Staffzo says a thing's happened there. And I'm presuming that's referring to... Oh, crashing. Almost crashing there. DNTX Rage. Let's see, is he going to improve? No. Stays P5. That's a good lap, actually, by him. It's my voice cracks, which I'm sure you'll be about to laugh at in a few minutes' time. Just Copper getting out of the way. Fairly interesting there. Karnik, who always likes to go into the pits. Yannick, who always likes to go into the pits. I don't understand why you go into the pits, because it doesn't help. Right. We'll do a quick run through the grid, and I think what we're going to do today is we're going to leave the stream up because I can be bothered to start and stop it. So we'll leave the stream up between quali and the race. Once we get the running order, and then I'll rejoin the gate lobby, and it will be all fine and dandy-ish, probably, maybe. Maybe. Once Karnak retires, it's I don't know why it does this. Like, if you go to the pits, it just fucks it up, and you've got to retire. So always retire just halfway around the track. See, is there anybody else? Oh, sounds like there's a car out on track. Oh, we're gonna do the flashiness. Flash, 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 flash. Who will win? That's for you to decide. I don't know. I fancy Vioxic for this one. He seems a little bit of a quiet one, to be fair. And that lap was a good one. And then obviously you've got your main two championship protagonists at the moment, Phil and I've forgotten what his name is. Oh, this is terrible. It's Milik. There we go. And apparently we've got an AOI split one driver in this chat. So you are better than me, let's put it that way. Milik from Vioxic, from Phil, from Ian, from DNTX Rage, from Skin Tillets, from Karnak, from Enigma, from Yarmolenko, from Wombo, from Aiden, from Sparking, from Ztykes, from Zets Copper, from Crystal, from Kimi Raikkonen, from Vegan, from Kip, from Sumpster, from S-Cube, from Harvey, from myself. I'll take another screenshot of that. And we shall leave the session and then give it a few minutes to join. Yep, thank you, Jets Copper, for reminding me of names. So I try to clear my throat and drink some more water. Skin Tillich. It's close enough, let's put it that way. It's close enough, Alan. We're getting there. By the end of the season, it'll be bang on. By the end of the season, it'll be bang on. Maybe. See if it would let me join the session quickly. Ah, it won't. It won't let you join in qualifying mode. 5 years later. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. If we can actually join this game. Please. Ah! So shit. Why not just let me have a spectate mode? I mean, let's just put it this way. It's oh, what have I done now? Oh, this isn't going well, let's face it, is it? Should show 1v1. Staff, so if you want to challenge me to a 1v1, it won't be a 1v1, let's put it that way. You'll probably lap me when you're on your 5th lap. I'll put it that way. And yes, it is harder for me to pronounce a name than actually do a commentary. Let's see what's happening here then. Let's see. How did that happen? Alright, hang on lads. We might be halfway through the race already. I don't know why it does this. But we'll have a look. And I'll get some water while it's loading because my computer's shite, so it takes a while. And we'll be back in a minute. Hello everybody, welcome back. It's raining and Milik is on super soft tyres and he's in reverse. This is going to be an interesting race. And yes, lol, a G6 660. Yes, that's the only answer I have for that question. Yes, I agree. And yeah, 1 minute later. I mean, it served me... What the blood? What is happening here? It's going mental. The thing I do hate in spectator cam when it's raining, it does that clackety clackety thing. Technical term. It's ultra soft. Did I say super soft? Ah, probably. I'm not asking. Are you not in this race, Jep? Were you? I can't remember, to be fair. Could have swore you were in this race. Yeah. So what are you doing talking to me then? Ultra soft tires for the win. Yeah, very good rain tyre that is, isn't it? It's probably a glitch, and the Hasses as well, and the Red Bull back up. Right, the cars are lined up. I'm now watching Aiden and Millet. Can we please switch to this camera angle? Yes, we can. 5 red lights and away we go for race night in Canada. It's a slow getaway. The ultra soft tyres doing a bit of sideways action there in the grid. I'm still going somehow. And let's have a look. The Renault gets up the inside. Actually, it was on the inside anyway, wasn't it? Let's actually jump down a few positions to Phil. Let's watch it from down here. Oh, why go to that camera angle? That's a bit crap, innit? Let's have a look. As we can see in the background there, Red Bull going up the inside of Karnak. And you can see there's a couple of cars on ultra softs. Again, the weather looks pretty bad. The weather's alright. It looks, but I don't understand why it goes crackly like this. It's a bit shite. Harvey's retired from the session. That is not the start he wanted. And I've seen on a chance for an overtake, and it's like on S-Cube's joined the session. Don't know why he left in the first place, I'll be honest. And Salah's left. So we've got one Estonian for another. Oh, it's back to normal again. Oh, I've spoke too soon. We've got a safety car on lap number 1. Say number 2. They've done 1 lap, haven't they? Haven't they? Oh, I don't know. I think they've done 1 lap of this 35 lap Grand Prix. Our drivers slow down. It gives me a chance to work out who's the winners and the losers from the start of the race. Milik keeps his position. Vioxic keeps his position in P2. Phil in P3. Ian in P4. I can't remember if he was there or not. DNTX Radio P5. And Salah's in and S-Cube's out. Sin Tillich. There you go. You happy? Formation that. You've got a second formation lap here, bud. Karnak in P7. Enigma in P8. Wombo in P9, and that is a strange place to crash. What happened there then? Yarmolenko in P10, Jets Copper in P11, Vegan in P12, Kip in P13, Sparking in P14, Crystal in P15. That's a bad start for him. Z-Takes in P1. Good job, Z-Takes. Good job, buddy. Yeah, you go. He's in P19, and we've gone backwards somehow. I don't know what position anybody's in. I've given up. I'll be honest, I've given up. Samstaham's on. Aiden's crash coming out the pits. It's all going to shit. It's all gone to shit. Salah's left the session. Is what's his name going to join? Not yet, it looks like. Right then, while we have a few minutes behind the safety car, or behind a lack of a safety car, because I can't see it. How's everybody today then? We've just got the crackling noise of these cars. Hello, S-Cube. What happened to you, my friend? There's not great. I believe we have both Ferraris out now. I'm not sure how that happened. I'll be honest. Wheel crashed. Oh dear. Have we actually got a safety car yet? Not yet. That looks like my manner. Elijah's here. Hello. Well, game crash. Oh, okay. How you doing? It says staff sauce. Safzo. That's close enough. Elijah says hello, so now I'm going to have to pronounce people's names right again. Which, let's face it, doesn't happen very often. Wish I have a safety car now. I didn't see when they actually caught up to that. Milk's still on ultra softs. They're holding up quite well in these conditions. It's probably a similar glitch to the one we had in Italy, where it said Ian was on the was on a different set of tyres than he actually was. So obviously these conditions are definitely not ones for the super softs, ultra softs. Doubt he'll be liking this too much. Now watching open a beer. Yeah, Scoob, I mean, if you can actually enjoy drinking while listening to me, we'll see. I won't race anymore, what the fuck. Yeah, sorry about the Salah. I saw that you both left and joined at the same time. It was a bit of a strange one, that. You know what this game's like, though. It's a bit shit. Millet going for an overtake there on that. On the safety car. Safety car actually sounds really good. I never even noticed that. Get a bit closer again, Millet. Let's listen to them. To that safety car. Does sound meaty. I think it's a V8 in that, isn't it? I think so. Safety car staying out for another lap. That's brave. I was expecting us to go racing, but apparently not. Miller's trying to overtake him at the moment. Slots back in behind. I mean, I'm surprised the safety car doesn't actually crash, because he's going fairly fast, isn't he, for his machinery. This is the final lap. Is it? Alright, okay. Let's hope so, anyway. Is it always 3 laps or something like that? 4 laps? I don't know. Let's hope so, anyway, because I can be bothered. Commentating and the beer are the best now. There you go, S-Cube. At least somebody appreciates it. Yeah, always 3 or 4 laps, never any more or less. Apparently for the safety car. Yeah, the more you know, eh? The more you know. It's one of those, isn't it? It doesn't really warrant one if you go a bit less. Right, we'll go down to 3rd place. I think is a good place to watch from this. Yeah, if you go less than 3, it's like, well, what's the point in bringing out the safety car? If you go more than 4, it's just like, fucking hell. I also really like your commentary, by the way. Thank you, it means a lot. But hey, it's good fun more than anything. As we get ready to go racing once again. Milliken P1, he lights the tyres up. If you can light them up, I guess, in weather conditions. Vioxic in P2, Phil in P3. And it looks like P5 is the battle place. It's the DNTX Rage versus Scintilic. As I've done a hiccup mid-sentence, that's interesting. But DNTX Rage keeps 5th place. As we watch Phil trail latch onto the back of Vioxic. He's close there as they're all just chopping off that corner. Vioxic looks actually quite close, I'll be honest. He's sort of backed off there a little bit into that braking zone. Not going for a crazy move. Vioxic's not that sort of person. So if you sometime you can do, my friend. Yeah, I mean, I'm open for anything, to be fair, mate. I'd do it more for the fun of anything, to be fair. But if people enjoy it, hey, it's a win-win. We still have Phil going up there. Locking up our tyre, actually, there. Almost went into the back of Vioxic. Let's see, actually, Vioxic looks maybe he's on the back foot. It's just the gaps are just a little bit too big for a move to go. Let's see Vioxic pulling out. Trying to scare Vioxic, but he's not easily scared. I think I said Vioxic twice there, but Phil trying to scare Vioxic. Top 5 actually fairly close still. Scintilic still within a shout. DNTX Rage setting the fastest lap. That's impressive. Oh wow! A bit of a quarter cut there. If you do it for the fun, there's a thing I do with somebody else we could do. Yeah, well, I'm sure we could see something, mate. Because do it for the laugh more than anything else. And, yeah, if people like it, people like it. Like I say. Phil actually seems on the back foot, actually, interestingly here. I thought he might be a bit closer. Might be a bit more ready in these conditions, but it looks like Millock's beginning to fly away. The one thing I am surprised with Millock, I remember last season he did a few races with us, actually in Canada. I think I remember he was fairly poor then. He was lapped twice almost, so that's good. You have Discord or something? Yes, I have Discord, TeamSpeak, whatever you feel like, mate, whatever you feel like. But Discord can wait for now because we see 2 cars going side by side. It's for P2, Vioxic on the inside, Phil on the outside. Looks like he's going to try get this cutback move. He didn't seem to get a great drive. Actually, this could be interesting here because Enigmas seem to go, hang on a second, I can see a gap. Actually, Phil's got the move. Oh, he's tapped Vioxic! And Vioxic is out! Oh, no! That is very unfortunate. Vioxic out of this race. From a touch from Phil. What a shame. It was going so well for him. It was beginning to look good. And just a small touch and he's into the wall. Yeah, mad things indeed. I've got to save my voice because it was already sore before I started this, and it's only going to get sorer, but ah well, we'll keep it lit, we'll keep it lit. I think is it Enigma in P3? Oh no, it's Ian in P3! Oh wow! I apologise, Ian. Ciniac or whatever your name is. I like the way you have put the dash Ian at the end of it because I just couldn't be bothered with that, but it's all well and good. Vioxic, if you are watching, feel free to jump me down. I should be in the Assetto chat on TeamSpeak if you want to come and join us, or if you're too teary-eyed. Yeah, that is unfortunate there. I suppose we didn't have another safety guard, to be fair. Probably would have been in real life because that was a bad one. I'll have a look further down the grid. Scintilics in P5. That means Enigma down in P6. Not great stuff. I mean, Karnak in P7. Wombo in P8. Yarmolenko in P9. Samster in P10. He's under pressure from Maiden. That's looking good for a pass. It was he seems a little bit far behind, and I know Ian is probably just going to hang on. But we'll see here for P10, our final point scoring position. We spent our first laps looking at the front. We'll switch back now to the end. Ooh, Samster running very wide. This is going to be a chance for Aiden. Ironically, into the place where I overtook him when we see his rear diffuser. Thank you, game, for deciding you can't be bothered. I think he's not in for a chance to pass him. Oh, come on. Why are we on this? No, no, no. He goes around the outside. It would have been a lovely move to see. But Codemaster says no. That's Aiden into P10. We'll have a quick jump back now further towards the grid. Towards the front end as these two pulling away, and Millock as well pulling away from the two behind. It does look a bit of a shame as he gets a bit of a tail happiness on there, does the NTX Rage. Phil setting the fastest lap, so maybe that is a good bit of we can still see a fight for this front. Enigma closing on Scintilla because I've gone to the on-board camera. Karnak and P7 still. Wombo now on. Oh, actually, it's Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko's made a mistake there, it looks like. I can't remember what position he was in before, but he's in P9 now. And his teammate, Aiden, just behind. Z-Tykes in P11. Crystal Catcher in P13. And Kip in P14. V-Gun in P15. Z in P16. Sparking in P17. And that's actually all at the moment, all we have. We've lost quite a few. Harvey on the first lap, the two Ferrari drivers, S-Cube and Salah, before the race really started, let's be honest. And then Vioxic on the restart as he was battling for P2. What a shame. He's done a very good job at the moment. What mic do you use? I literally use the headset mic that I've got on my headset. It's a bit shit, but ayo. It works, it does the job. Like if I turn off the sound, there's normally a bit of background noise, so you might hear that now and again, but professionalism at the top, eh? Professionalism at the top. Phil getting the slide on there. Oh, why have we gone? Why have we skipped two people there? Oh, Ian looks like he's dropped a few cents there. Oh, it's a bit wide. The NTX Rage as well. He's in P4. That is very good. Vioxicate. That is unfortunate. Vioxic indeed. Yeah. It is one of those things, isn't it? Definitely not your fault, mate. It's unfortunate. If you do feel like not racing, there is always a second option in the commentary box for you, mate. We'd love to have you up here. No problem, Mike. Yeah, I mean it does the job. I'll be honest. It was 80 quid, and I saw it on sale for about 17 quid. So I was like, fuck it, why not? And it does the job. I was needing a new one. I actually have my old one. It wasn't broke at the time, but about 2 weeks later, the actual earpiece where you rest your ear has popped out. But yeah, sure, whatever. I'm not that bothered. As we go. Stop talking about my my ears. Yeah, I did see that. I don't know if he got lost the back end a little bit or what. I was watching it at the time, Vioxic, so if you do want to take it to the stewards, I'll donate this clip to you. Penalty incoming. Yep, probably. I mean, it's going to be a bat, isn't it, really? Let's face it. But it doesn't really help Vioxic. He's had about my luck in the Seto League. He'll be going to stewards, yes. Yes, no worries, Vioxic, no worries. Scintillix, happy, calm down, calm your pikes, calm your pitchforks. He's on the back of Enigma. Actually, it was the other way around a minute ago, wasn't it? Fucking hell, voice. We've got another 20 odd laps to go. Don't back out on me here. Yeah, no, Vioxic, you were mad. I had you down as a chance to win, so I might have commentated cursed you there. So I apologise to you, but it is revenge for Samster, I guess. In a funny way. And yeah, it looks like Enigma's got past Sintilic at some point. But he looks close again, actually. He's going to go to the outside. He leaves the room just about. Almost a bit of wheel bang in there. Oh! It's one of those, especially in the wet. It's so hard to position your car. And these two go side by side. Sentilic's on the inside. Enigma on the outside. Enigma's got the drive. He gets the position into this corner. It's a bit of a funny one. There's a couple of corners. Oh, he runs wide. Oh, it's still open. Sentilic's gets a bit of the whippo on the back. He's now up the inside. Oh, it's words. There we go. He's still got the position. No contact, really. Very good driving. Makes me very scared, but those two drivers very clean and very good. Mistake versus mistake. It's like I said, in the rain, it is literally get your car on the inside and just hope to get the drive out, especially in a high-powered car like this. It's sort of a funny one in the rain, to be fair. You want to sort of get the position and then just hope that the other guy doesn't get a better drive than you. It's the way I do it, which is probably why I'm not very good in the wet, but ayo, it does the job. Yeah, some good battling between these two, to be fair. Let's hope they can close up again and we can see some more. But hopefully it'll be in a few laps' time so my voice can recover, let's be honest. I might have to do a human pit stop to get some more water as well. That's copper as well. Oh, sparking. Wonder has he been in. Our grid is fairly spread out, actually, which is interesting. I thought this one they'd be... Fucking hell. Oh, Phil runs very wide as I try and cough myself. And oh, Ian! Here we go. He's going to have the drive out of here. Ian on the super soft tyres, or ultra soft tyres, of course. He's looking to the outside. Phil's on the inside. Not much room there. Is he gonna have a bad run through there? He's hoppled over those, so he has. He's done a wee hop, and he goes up side. We totally need to do either a 1v1 or do a comm race. If we do a 1v1, if you're saying you're an AOR split one, it will be an interesting race. I will put you this way. I'm not very good at this game. Even when I practiced, and yeah, I'll be even shitter now. On a comm race, what the hell's that? What the hell is that? See, Ian does seem to be losing a little bit of time to Phil. Samsterham's left the session. What's happened there then, Sam? What's happened there then? In case you're wondering why it isn't as shouty as it normally is, I am trying to save my voice, I'll be honest. So like I said, it is quite sore. Here in Quebec, Canada. Guess whose game just crashed? Oh no, Sam. Oh no. You should be able to rejoin though, actually. You might lose a bit of time. But you might be able to rejoin. Yeah. I feel like I need to do the voice practicing of just shouting for a straight 40 minutes. I mean, CSGO's that, isn't it? I should play more CSGO, let's face it. But let's have a quick run through the grid then and see if there's any close battling. Samster's rejoined. At least Samster actually listens to it, so hi Samster. These three actually getting a bit close again. It seems like Enigma's the quickest out of the three. Karnak closing on Sintilic for the moment. Aiden! Wow! How'd that happen then? How did that happen? How are you in 8th? How did that happen? Fair enough, he's on a mission. Aiden. 2 good races in the, and Scintilic up into, not Scintilic. Wombo. Crystal Catcher. I've no idea. What am I on about? I'm just saying people's names. I was sort of reading something as well that somebody put in the thing, but I'll get to that in a minute. Crystal Catcher in P11, he's moving up the grid as well. Wombo holding the final points paying position. We'll quickly skip over to here and I'll read what our friend here from AOR has said. Com races where one person races against the AI, another commentates on it. And also the driver can bring in team radio, etc. It sounds interesting, I'll be honest. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we can do something, mate. Like I said, we'll find some time to do something. Add me on Steam if you want. It's Mulwan. Same as channel name, so I'm sure we can see something to do. Sure, it'll be a blast. We should probably come on you, as the race will be fine. Now, mate, I'll rather let you commentate and I'll come off the negative and ruin the race. That's no worries, my friend. No worries. I was sort of hoping you'd join because, as I say, I need to go calm in the old voice. Otherwise, tomorrow there will be no words. Words will not be coming out of my voice tomorrow, and that'll suck. That will suck. 81 Karnak, by the way, in case you wanted to know. Right, Karnak gets a good exit there on Scintilic. Not quite close enough as of yet. Let's watch this battle quickly. And then I think we might have to go for a quick pit stop. I shall replenish my water supplies. Ooh, tap of the wall for Karnak. Top of the wall. It looks like he lost a bit of front end plate. Oh, he's lost the back end! And now he's in the clutches of Aiden. Right, we shall leave you with this of Aiden. Actually, you know what? We'll go on board. I'll leave you with a bit of onboard. Actually, onboard action. Oh shit! If we can find out, remember how to do it. That is. Excuse me. Bloody hell. Onboard action as he's in reverse, and I'll go for a quick pit stop, and we'll be back very soon. Hello everybody, welcome back. Aiden has closed up on Karnak, who has closed up on Scintilic, maybe? Maybe not. I don't know. Back to broadcast view. Let's have a look. Pit stop, drink Lucozade in 1.9 seconds. If I had a Lucozade, I would try it. Oh, Aiden on the grass. He actually saves that. Fair play. Fair play. Jesus, what did he eat? I wasn't taking a dump, mate. I was going. I had to go downstairs for some water. You know what I mean? To carry the bucket on my head. I think it's Samster's turn to join the commentaries box. Yeah, I mean, Samster, if you're up for it, if you're struggling in the race and don't want to, then feel free, my friend. We're open for things here, as we can see this free. Yeah. It's on regular, as Strict just is a bit dodgy, I find. Oh, not dodgy, but a bit too aggressive at some points. But do try to clamp down on it. But obviously there will be, as this is on regular and people just drive to regular corner cuts. But it is what it is. He's out. Yeah, I did see he was out, but I saw he rejoined. I think he might be still in the race somewhere. As well, these three are actually not in an overtaking spot. Let's have a quick run from the top. Ian's in P2. Wow, how'd that happen? Phil looks like he's made a mistake. Or a pit stop, maybe. Or a pit stop, maybe. Probably better a one stop on this track, it must be said. But we can't see. Maybe he felt like he had nothing to lose, nothing to gain. Oh, that looks like Aiden running wide. That is Aiden running wide. Oh, what's happened here then? Enigma's left the session. Oh no. Another crash? Another game crash? I wonder. I hope not. I hope he can rejoin. But for a second there I thought he was going to wipe out Aiden as well. But it looked like that was just a bit of a glitch on my end. Phil setting some fast lap times. It does look like he's gone into the pits. And come out on some new rubber. I think a no stop will be quick around here. Ironically, I remember in an AOR race before the season started on that, I did one on full wet. Both Renaults writing people off today. That's your former teammate. I don't know, can you be saying that sort of thing about Avioxic? Although I think, to be fair, that was just a bit of a glitch. Because it looked like Enigma just got straight back on the track. So, I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, and I remember actually, I think I got 1 point in that. I think I finished P10 because I did a no stop and then just fucking battled my heart out on the last lap. Ironically. Can't even remember what happened here last season for me. To be fair, I'm trying to think back. Couldn't have been that interesting, let's face it. It's me, I probably crashed somewhere and raced over. But no, I can't remember, I'll be honest. Karnak looking for an overtake, but no spot there to be found as of yet. Alright, okay. I thought you two were going to become teammates again this season, but he didn't like the McLaren. It's a shame Gimp's not racing with us, let's be honest. That would be a fun one. To see to see a battle between them and him and the two guys we have now. Phil's still on P3 actually. Is he catching Ian, I wonder? Millick's miles out ahead. I think he might be able to get Ian here, but probably not Millick. It's worth a shot. Whoa! Big slidey slide. And they're into P4. What happened to DNTX Rage? He is back in P9 on his spot on the... Is it turning dry? That would be a turn up for the books. Is Phil on dry tyres? No, he's on inters. Is it turning? It doesn't. It's not raining. Mr. AOR man, you probably know most about the game out of anybody here, or maybe Vioxic as well. Does the track look like it's drying? This could be a turn up for the books. Let's see. Anybody going to go into the pits? No. No pits. It looks like it's stopped raining, but I don't think it's dry yet. I don't think it's dry yet. Yeah, not dry enough is the verdict. Yeah, Vioxic saying he uses Whisper in TS. Yeah, Whisper's always fun. Fucking, as you referenced the Assetto Championship, where I basically just spend most of my time complaining about my race to Will is Scintillix running very wide, and V-Gun has retired from the session. That is unfortunate, my friend. That's 3 out of 3 of the Estonians knocked out in this race. That's unfortunate. Race predictions was 2/3 into the race and it should stop. Interesting. That's a turn up for the books then. Has DNTX Rage jumped the gun a little bit? It was a good race for him, and I was going to say, if he keeps going like this, he's probably going to be the driver of the day. And I didn't say anything. Aiden! Oh no! He was a position behind these ones in P6 at the time. He's retired from the session. What's happened there, my friend? If you're still in TeamSpeak and want to join us, feel free. He's left the session. Maybe not then. Maybe not. That is unfortunate for Aiden. Still no movement up ahead. Milik, he's still on inters, but Ian looks closer. Is that Phil as well in the background? No, that's not. This could hurt Phil, this could really hurt Phil. He's for, let's go in for a set of inters and try undercut. Fucking, how wide does he swing in there? That that looks really scary from Scintillix. And yeah, Alan, it does look like the wet weather condition is catching people out, especially now as it's dry. Maybe they think there's a bit more grip, pushing a bit too hard, and getting caught out. I did see Aiden drop back off these two, to be fair. Maybe he went into the pits and thought dry tyres, or it's time for dry tyres, and started pushing like it was a dry track and just ended up in a wall somewhere. Very easy to do. So we've got another shit camera angle, and that's always helpful, isn't it? Let's see, do either of these two bits? I think it's another few laps left yet. There's still a bit of spray being kicked up. No. Let's get to that point of what is risk over reward for Phil? Actually, he's closing up on Ian fairly quickly there. See him come through there. If one of these top three get it right by maybe about a lap, it looks like Ian maybe made a mistake as well. Whoa, slippy. Can we see an interesting call here? I wonder how DNTX Rage is doing actually. Oh, it looks like a bad call for him. Oh, it's a very bad call. Oh, DNTX Rage. It was going so well. Oh, he's off now, isn't he? That's a race over there. Oh, he got a little bit too slippy. DNTX Rage on man on the Enigma as well. He's on the supers. That's interesting. DNTX Rage on man on the who's went brave. Samster in as well. That is unfortunate. Now I've got the sound effects of you've just retired. It's always a bit sad. I'm trying to find that for you. 8 seconds at the moment, mate. Vioxic lies. So there you go. I mean, this is an interesting sound, isn't it? At least we're not getting the crackles and shit. Oh, it sounds really eerie and shit like that. It's cool. I love the sound effects in this game because they're so shite. It's just like, yeah, fuck it. It does what it wants, doesn't it? Ooh. Ironically, it sounds like a really meaty muscle car almost, doesn't it? Quite nice. I think we should We should crash somebody out always and just have it like this. I vote for the Oxic. Watch him crash out and get this sound. It's very nice. Getting a bit sidetracked here, let's be honest, but you know, it's part of the fun, part of the fun. Ian looking a little under pressure. As Phil's closing up on him, we'll run through the running order for you quickly here. Yamalenko in P6, that's pretty good. Z-Tags up into P8, Wombo in P9. Samster on Ultras in P9. I think I said somebody else is in P9. I'm not very good at this, but... Oh, there's overtakes are happening! Oh, Ian's in the pits! Oh, everything's happening! Things are going on. Wombo. He's got past Samster, I believe. Or not for very... Maybe he got past him. Yeah, I know, my friend. It's fucking... one of the things I do best, getting sidetracked. Squealing brakes are on the thing, actually. Right, this is going to be interesting. Scintillic's in the pits as well. Ian, see how easy you doing? He's just got out in front of somebody. A lap car, actually. It's going to be interesting. Millock's pitted as well. Phil is the only person not to have pit. So by the sounds of things, Jeff's come over and gone, "Hey up, mate. Time to pit." And Phil's ignored it. Could be costly. But we're going to see now who's going to have the advantage. A part of me, I'll be honest, a part of me was hoping Millock would stay out and we could see if Ian could trigger an undercut. I'll make this at the end of this race a bit more interesting, but unfortunately not to be. Looks a piece of, because I don't think he's pitted yet. Samster has. That could be a good turnout for him. Wombo as well has now come into the pits. Yetz has not come into the pits. And Crystal has, so Crystal might move into a point scoring position here, which would be nice for him. Karnak hasn't pitted yet either. What are we going for? Phil still out there. Has he left it too long? Or does he think he can stay out and just hang on at the end? See, is Karnak coming to the pits? Karnak into the pits is going to be interesting now. Let's quickly switch over to Scintillic's, the man who is battling. Z-Tags seem to catch up. Has Scintillic's been caught out? It looks like he has. Z-Tags going to go to the outside. I'm going to presume he's going to dive into the pits now. Or maybe not. Let's see what's going to happen here. He's going to go for a move. He's got the move. This is going to be crucial. Z-Tags might have just messed over Scintillic's. Let's have a look here. Can we see a Renault? I think he has, you know. Karnak's out. Yeah. Actually, maybe not by just that move. It looks like he's made a mistake somewhere, but that is interesting. And Phil, we think he's making a mistake. He's still out there. I doubt he could have came in earlier when he came in to switch onto those tires. I doubt he came in for dry tires, because he wouldn't have been able to continue this race. Let's put it that way. But Millock, he's out there now. So I wonder. It's a short pit lane here. It's a short pit lane. How they came in a bit too early, I wonder. It's one to... Ooh, Millock running wide. That's not going to help. Ian back in. Ian's back into the pits. I wonder. Has he gone? This is the wrong... No, it looks like he's in for a drive-through. Oh, Ian. It was going so well, my friend. Karnak's not going to catch him. Zed Copper into the pits as well. Z-Take's still out there. He's not out there for much longer. Scintillic's, it looks like he's had about another bad cut lap. What are we thinking? Have people jumped the gun? Samster in P8, that's pretty good. Oh, Wombo! That's not going to help his front wing. Crystal in P10 as well. Enigma. He's in P12, but there's nobody in P11. So, unless was Yetz in P... I have no idea what's happening here. What's happening here then? No, there we go. No, it'd be 11. Who knows? Who knows? Set takes. He's just coming. Samster. Oh, he's wide. Where is his teammate? His teammate's not far behind, actually. A couple of mistakes. Oh no! Samster's launched his front wing as well. Oh no! It was going so well, my friend. The change here is catching out a couple of people. Centillic's one of those. He's struggling so much. Oh, it looks so. It's so. It makes me so sad. It makes me so sad. Phil's still out there. Hang on, let's go on to Race Director. Let's have a quick look at here. He's definitely still on Inters. 23-1 was his last lap. The dry tyres look about 10 seconds a lap slower. What is happening here then? He's 40 seconds behind. Phil's definitely got a pit stop on them. So what's happened here then? Because presumably everybody's in, and Jeff would only say come in if it's dry. This race has got me very confused. Last race had me very confused as well, as the driver was very fast in the lead. Maybe 11. If it is Inters, can Kip get his first points? The first reserve driver actually to get some points it will be, ironically. Can he do it? Can he do it? Trying to have a look through our grid here. I am confused. Do the tires look quicker? So let's get another example here on Race Director. Ian, he is doing. Look here. He's doing 33s. He's got a penalty now as well. The Inters seem faster. Who else is on the Inters? Sam. He's come back in for the Inters, it looks like. What the fuck? It's saying he... Oh, it's still coming up that he started on Ultrasoft, so... I'm confused. What tyres is Sam on at the moment? Bit of a confusing Grand Prix right now. We'll find out after the race, I'm sure. The exact same. Oh, really? That's interesting. It's got me very confuzzled. It looks fairly dry, but obviously it's not. Enigma retires from the session as well. We're actually going to have a very short end grid, actually, as we approach the end. Centilix is catching Samster. Oh, no, it's the other way round. Samster's got Centilix. Karnak is quite far away from Ian. Ian's quite far away from Milik. Who looks like... Has Milik come back in for the Inters? And Phil's out in the lead by about a minute. Ian runs very wide there, actually. He's going to lap the podium at this rate. The end of this race has got me very confused, people. As you can tell by my commentary. Nobody seems to have any grip. And they seem to be plodding around very slowly. Kip, he's catching Crystal, but I don't think he's going to catch him enough to stop him getting some points. Yeah, well played, Phil. He's probably feeling the track more than the other guys, and just gone. It's not ready for softs yet. He's going around there at the moment, going, "What's happening here?" Then I'm gaining about 10 seconds a lap. It's got me very confused. I'll be honest. Fortunately, with that as well, it's really separated out the grid as well. And finally, Milik's actually in. He's doing some fast lap times, but I think he switched over to the Inters, hasn't he? So Milik's going fast. He switched back onto the Inters. I think we need to have some talking to with the Canadian forecasting team in Montreal. I guess they do speak French, so there you go. Then had to get that joke in. Other jokes I need to get in. Obviously, the Montreal Canadiens. I disconnected the AI for Supersoft. Yeah. We'll be watching the Montreal Canadiens in the Stanley Cup final. Just kidding. Do you think they they play in June in ice hockey? We had to get that in there. Any other ones while we're here in Canada? Lance Stroll. I mean, there you go. That's that. That's that done. Yarmolenko leaves the session. He's probably like, why have I got no grip? Had a puncture, went into dries and had no grip and crashed. It does seem that way. Phil stayed out and has got about a second lead. So yeah, fair play to him, to be fair. What's happened to Karnak? Look like he's had an accident there. Centillic's now in P6 as well. It's a bizarre race. I'll tell you. But I think we actually have our race winner. Well, our race leader comes across the line to become a race winner. It's Phil in Montreal. It's Phil at the Circuit de Gilles Villeneuve. Phil wins by about a minute from Milik, as you can see, who's still in the middle sector. Milik pitted onto dry tyres when it looked like it was becoming dry, but that was the wrong choice. The wet tyres. Still a lot of standing water on the grid on the track, it looks like. And Phil continues in the lead to win the race. A funny strategy. And Samster's finished in 4th. I was about to say he's the driver of the day for sure. But we didn't want to commentator curse him. But obviously he must have been lapped. So you came 4th, but you were still lapped, so what's the greater of two evils? Milik P2. Oh, he's actually having a ding dong battle with that Force India. Ian in P3. A race for him that's good as well. I'll be honest. He'll probably be happy with that. Maybe he could have got more. Well, maybe he was in P2 for so long. He probably could have got more if the tires had have liked him. And then obviously Samster in P4. What a result for him.
Fuck. I would have got you if I'd lost.
As Crystal's actually got the audio on for somehow. Let's have a look at this then. Wowee. That's a bit of penalties, isn't it? Come on, come off penalties. Screenshot that bastard.
I was on drive and it was terrible. Like, that was the worst experience ever.
That was a weird one. He's ruining our commentary, the bastard. So yeah, our race is Phil from Milik, from Ian, from Samster, from Centilix, from Karnak, from Yarmolenko, from Z-Takes, from Kip, from Wombo, from Crystal Catch, who misses out on a point, that is sad. From Sparking. Actually, Kip gets points. Whoa, go Kip. Enigma retires. Z-Coppers retires. The NTX Rage retires. Aiden retires. V-Gun retires. Vioxic retires. Harvey retires. And S-Cube and Salah retires. Right, I hope you all enjoyed that as much as you could. The end of the race was a bit interesting, to say the least. It was a bit boring just with the tyres and how that sort of muddled things up. But yeah, an interesting one for sure. Phil takes another win, but we'll have to await the steward's report from the incident at the start of the race. But I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll be back for the at the same place, same time, for the Belgium Grand Prix. Thank you very much.